Hi, my name's Maxine and I am a celebrant and I am one of the trainers at the International College of Professional Celebrants.
And I'm Mike Warren, and it's nice to see you. I'm also a professional celebrant and also one of the trainers that works alongside Maxine.
And we are sort of here drinking tea.
We are.
Yeah. Mike's
There we
got
go.
his staggeringly handsome mug.
Of course.
I've got my Lionel Rich tea mug, which says, "Hello, is it tea you're looking for?" Because it's always good to have a cup of tea.
It is.
When you're chatting about things, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And we're going to talk about qualifications.
Yes.
And whether or not you need to be qualified or with any qualifications and what qualifications there are.
Yes.
So the answer is at the moment, no. You don't need any formal qualifications at all, and anyone can be a celebrant. I've read a newspaper article a while ago in the Sunday Times about a guy who said anyone could be a celebrant. You don't need to train. You don't need to pay a lot of money for a celebrant. And I kind of have had that conversation with Stuart in one of our other videos. But the answer is no, you don't need a qualification, but we recommend that you're trained.
Absolutely.
So why is it important for you to be trained, would you say, Mike?
Well, I had somebody approach me recently, and they were thinking about this, and they were thinking whether or not they should get training or not. And I was just trying to sort of give them sort of a balanced argument, really, that, whilst it is an unregulated industry, so there's not an actual formal qualification that you have to do. Actually getting trained, it's really revealing to you from experienced celebrants what you can do. And you don't know what you don't know. And you can pick up so much from other people, can't you?
Yeah.
Along the way. And it's important that, if you're going to do a good job, like I wanted to, when I first started off and I left education, I wanted to do a really good job.
Want to know your onions.
Yeah, I did. And also I wanted to, even though there was no actual professional qualification there, I wanted to make sure that I had certain standards and levels that I was adhering to.
Absolutely.
So that's why having a qualification and being trained gives you a lot of confidence as well.
It does. And, training and qualifications are different things. So after we've trained our celebrants, when you come to train with us as a celebrant, you can go straight out and be a practicing celebrant. And we give you the opportunity to do the NOCN certificate, level 3 certificate.
That's right.
In civil celebrancy. And I think what it gave me was some real roots and foundations to my knowledge, because then I understood how celebrancy came about, and I learned a lot. It just gave me a real in-depth knowledge about the job that I'm doing, so I found it really useful. And also, if I'm looking for a supplier, I want to make sure that they know their onions and they know how it all works. And also, as a funeral director, it's good for them, when you go to see them, to tell them that you've had the training and the qualification, because again, there's a level of professionalism, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah. I think when you do say that you have had training, and indeed that you are qualified, because you could go on to do the NOCN qualification, and that all of these things show that you are committed and that you've got an in-depth understanding of the industry, even though you might just be starting out.
And it's interesting times, isn't it? Because the Law Commission have recently reviewed where weddings can take place. And we believe this is going to open up more opportunities. And one of the things they've been discussing is whether or not celebrants will be allowed to do legal marriages. Now,
it's very exciting.
It is very exciting, but we do anticipate that along with this, there'll be governance and standards and qualifications required to be able to conduct a legal ceremony. And so we think that if you want to do the legal bit of it, you are going to have a qualification. I mark some of the NOCN submissions, and it's really good, and it's brilliant to see how people have opened up and expanded their knowledge. So I think I would say it's you don't need them,
no,
but it's good to have them.
Definitely.